Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to CBS News, the U.S. military conducted airstrikes against Iranian missile and drone storage facilities, as well as radar sites, on Friday. U.S. Central Command described the action as a powerful response to an Iranian drone attack on a Singapore-flagged cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz on Thursday. The ship suffered damage to its bridge, but no casualties were reported. These retaliatory strikes represent the first direct American attacks on Iranian soil since the two nations signed a memorandum of understanding last week to extend a fragile ceasefire for 60 days. President Trump condemned Iran's drone attack as a foolish violation of the agreement. The escalation has disrupted international efforts to stabilize shipping in the region. Following the cargo ship attack, the United Nations International Maritime Organization suspended its operations to evacuate stranded vessels from the Persian Gulf. Furthermore, the conflict raises concerns over the future of upcoming negotiations regarding Iran's nuclear program. According to Gigi Press, Sergei Ivanov, a close aide to Russian President Vladimir Putin and once regarded as a leading potential successor, has passed away at the age of 73. The news was announced on June 26, 2026, by the VTB United League, a basketball league where Ivanov served as honorary president. While the exact cause of death was not disclosed, Ivanov had resigned in February from his post as Special Presidential Representative for Environmental Protection, Ecology, and Transport, leading to speculation that he was suffering from health issues. Born in 1953 in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Ivanov graduated from Leningrad State University and subsequently served in the Foreign Intelligence Branch of the KGB under President Putin, who also shares a KGB background. Ivanov climbed the political ranks, serving in several critical government posts, including Minister of Defense, First Deputy Prime Minister, and Chief of the Presidential Staff. His passing marks the end of a career for one of the most prominent figures in Putin's inner circle. According to CNBC, Oracle experienced its worst week on Wall Street since the 2001 dot-com bust, with its stock plummeting 19% over 5 consecutive days of losses. The sell-off highlights growing investor anxiety surrounding the database giant's massive financial pivot toward artificial intelligence. Over the past 9 months, Oracle's market value has slashed by approximately 55% from its peak in September, when it reached a market capitalization of $900 billion. The downturn is primarily driven by the financial strain of meeting its AI infrastructure commitments, notably to OpenAI. To finance these projects, Oracle's capital expenditure surged by 162% to nearly $56 billion in fiscal year 2026, leaving the company with a massive $130 billion debt pile and nearly $24 billion in negative free cash flow. Despite these financial pressures, Evercore and the majority of Wall Street firms remain bullish on Oracle's long-term prospects, citing strong demand signals. Meanwhile, the stock's retreat has impacted co-founder Larry Ellison, who fell behind peers like Jeff Bezos and Michael Dell on the Global Wealth Index, though his net worth remains over $200 billion. According to Al Jazeera, a United States federal judge has ordered the Department of Justice, DOJ, to justify its decision to drop criminal bribery and fraud charges against Indian billionaire Gautam Adani. U.S. District Judge Nicholas Garaufis gave prosecutors until July 13th to provide a detailed explanation, calling the government's initial notice to abandon the case terse, bland, and conclusory. Adani, the world's 17th richest person, was indicted in 2024 for allegedly agreeing to bribe Indian officials to secure a solar power contract and misleading U.S. investors. He has consistently denied any wrongdoing. The DOJ dropped the case in May after Adani pledged a $10 billion investment in the United States. The decision to drop the charges has drawn scrutiny due to Adani's political connections. He recently hired Robert Jufra, one of President Donald Trump's personal lawyers, and another member of Adani's legal team has been tapped by Trump to serve as the top federal prosecutor in Manhattan. Bloomberg News also reported that Adani met with Donald Trump Jr. while the investigation was active. Japan's Meteorological Agency has issued an urgent warning for the public to remain on high alert following a strong earthquake in Yamanashi Prefecture, located west of Tokyo. According to NHK, the earthquake recorded an intensity of lower 6 on the Japanese scale of 0 to 7. Agency official Ebita Ayataka addressed the press following the event, emphasizing that the risk of landslides and building collapses remains significant in the areas affected by the tremors. The agency is calling for continued vigilance over the next week, noting that earthquakes of similar intensity could strike again. Residents are particularly urged to exercise extreme caution during the next 2 to 3 days as the area processes the aftermath and monitors for further seismic activity. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.